Let's go. Feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
Hey guys, and welcome to my 4C experience. As you can see, I've got my little braids done. I've done it myself, and that's exactly what today's video is going to be about, how I did this. Definitely one of the things I wanted to do during quarantine and lockdown was braid my hair myself. I definitely was inspired by Sincerely Oghosa, who I actually like. She's one of my favorite influencers on Instagram, and she's just so authentic. So I thought I saw her braids when she did it earlier during lockdown, and I thought I want that. So this is my attempt at kind of copying her look. And yeah, I don't think I did too badly, to be honest. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna go from the very beginning right through everything. So these are the tools and accessories that I use for this video, from clips to scissors, hairbands, and you'll see why. I use Darling Hair, which is basically like Expression, but I got it in Nigeria, Carl's Creme Brulee Whipped Curl Cream to hydrate my hair, and Eco Styler Shine Gel, and you'll see why. First, I'm going to prep my hair into sections of about 30. Because I only have 2 packets of hair, I'd like to control the amount of braids that I have instead of freestyling and realizing I don't have enough hair. I also do this because it helps me make sure the partings are straight and neat. The back is an every strand for themselves kind of situation, but I try my best. I'm using the Carl's Creme Brulee cream to add some moisture to my hair before braiding, as it was feeling a little dry. And then I use the hairbands to just hold these sections in place. Now that my hair is prepped, I open up the braiding hair and cut it in half, knowing that when it's attached to my hair, I'll only use half for each plait, and if that doesn't make sense, I'll demonstrate. To prepare the hair, I always see hairdressers pulling their ends, but if I'm completely honest with you, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, so I'm just going to try combing it, but then I also realise that's not doing anything. So I'm going to start with the first one and try and explain what I'm doing, but don't worry, I will show you more than once. My hair is already blow dried, but I still want to make sure it's detangled with my wide tooth comb. Then I'll add some Eco Styler gel to the roots of my hair, and I do this because I know the synthetic hair and my hair are not the same texture, so I want it to be as smooth as possible. Again, I'm here attempting to pull the hair like I know what I'm doing, and I don't. Okay, I slowed this bit down to just show you how I'm going to attach the extension to my hair. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to take half of it and use that as the base. So where I pinched the top bit, I use that to hook around my actual hair. And I use that as like the 2 strands I would use if I were to split my actual hair into 3 for a single plait. And I do that quite slowly to make sure that I secure it in place. And yeah, that's basically what I do. I repeat the braiding process. I never really know how to explain how to plait hair. I kind of taught myself over the years, but literally repeat the steps and do it slowly. It also helps making sure that it's secure in place. And then I just continue. So I'm sort of aiming for shoulder length braids. So I keep braiding until I get towards the end, and then I grab my rubber band and use it to secure the end in place. So I thought I'd show you again and show you with a different tip that I also learned. I'm using the index finger of this stable hand to hold up the braid. Often when I first started braiding hair myself, I found that I was pulling on the extension, which meant that it was slipping away from the root, which obviously we don't want. So I use my index finger to kind of push up the braid to make sure that I'm not pulling it down. And then when I get to the end of my natural hair, what I want to do is take a bit of the synthetic hair on each strand. So the 2 strands, I take a little bit of that synthetic hair and blend it in with my natural hair. That way I've now created a 3rd strand that is long enough to go to the end of the braid. It does have a little bit of a crooked bit in it, but it does the job.
5 hours later.
And just in case it wasn't clear before, I thought I'd show you for a third time, because three times the charm, or whatever they say. So, like I mentioned before, I take the extension and I hook it up around my natural hair, so it kind of has this type of look to it, creating 3 separate strands. I go ahead and I begin to braid with my natural hair, blending in with the synthetic hair, but also using the index finger of my stable hand to hold it in place. I really hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments if it doesn't, because I can try and find some other YouTube videos that might be more helpful. And also, now that I've reached the end of my natural hair, I wanted to show you again just how I managed to split the synthetic hair and blend it with my natural hair, so I can create a third strand to get to the end of the braid. So again, I take a little bit of each synthetic strand and mix it in with my natural hair to create that third equal sized strand. Now that I've finished braiding everything, I can see how much I need to cut off at the end. So I'm going to grab my scissors and just snip off all the excess hair, just so that I can have that nice finish as well. Except I finished the first 4 and I realise they are not the same length. And you know what? It's fine. It is what it is. Anyway, I go ahead and get my straightener just to melt the ends, flatten them a little bit so it's not so bushy and it doesn't become kind of matted. And then I'm going to use my accessories and just add them to my hair. So I've got the gold cuffs, which I just need to open up. They're really easy to open up, and wrap around the end, some of the ends with the rubber bands, just to hide the fact that there's rubber bands there. And I'm going to use my gold string to also wrap around some of the rubber band ends, just to, you know, give you different vibes. I thought it was really cute the way Oghosa did it, so I thought I'm going to do the same. Plus I had these at home and I had nothing to do with it. And to secure it, I'm just tying the top and the bottom end, and then I'm going to snip off the excess. The last bit of string that I have, I'm going to use that and just wrap it around the first braid, just because also it looks really cute when you do that, and I've always wanted to try that kind of look. Finally, to finish, I'm using a Sunny Isle Jamaican Black Castor Oil mousse just to set the braids and make sure there's no flyaways and just make it really sleek. And I'm going to wrap it down with my satin scarf for about half an hour. And voila! This is the finished look, which you saw in the beginning, so you already knew what it was going to look like, but this is how I got here. I'm pretty impressed with myself. It took me about 6 hours to do everything, which actually isn't a long time when you're watching Netflix. Oh, and here's a picture of what I was trying to achieve. What do you think? How did I do? Thank you for watching. I'm really feeling myself. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, like, and I will catch you next time. Take care and God bless.